Scorpio, what if the only thing standing between you and the wealth you've always dreamed of is not the world, not your past, not even luck, but you? You've felt something shifting lately, haven't you? A quiet, magnetic pull in your soul, like abundance, is approaching, but not quite landing. That's because the universe never gives until it knows you're truly ready to receive. And what you're about to hear in the next few minutes might change everything you thought you knew about becoming wealthy. So don't look away. This message was meant for you, Scorpio. Something is shifting, not just in your outer world, but deep within your soul. You've felt it lately, haven't you? That strange yet magnetic pull in your chest, the quiet whisper that the tides of your destiny are changing. There's a frequency humming around you, as if the universe itself is preparing to open a sacred door, a passage to wealth, to healing, to a life more aligned with the truth of who you really are. And yet, just before the blessing arrives, the cosmos always asks for one final act of faith, one silent agreement between your soul and the divine. And that, dear Scorpio, is what we're here to uncover today. Welcome to the Mystic Astrozone, your sacred sanctuary for astrology insights, tarot readings, healing frequencies, and soulful transformation. Here, we don't just talk about the stars. We speak with them. We help you align with your higher self through the timeless wisdom of the cosmos, through gentle Zen practices, daily intuitive guidance, and the awakening of your truest, most magnetic essence. If you've been feeling stuck, uncertain, or like abundance has been circling just outside your reach, today's message is the missing piece. You're not blocked. You're not broken. You're being prepared. Because the universe never withholds, and it waits for readiness. And Scorpio, your readiness is written in the stars. In this journey, we will unravel the one sole task that stands between you and the abundance that's already in your field. Not just money, but wealth in all its sacred forms. Inner peace, spiritual confidence, emotional stability, and divine timing. So stay with me until the very end, because the truth you're about to hear could change everything. If your spirit is ready to receive, take a deep breath now and let the mystic path unfold. Scorpio, you were never meant to chase wealth. You were meant to become it. In the great cosmic tapestry, your soul carries the frequency of deep transformation, karmic rebirth, and magnetic manifestation. Ruled by Pluto, the planet of death, and rebirth, and Mars, the planet of drive and power. Your astrological blueprint was never drawn for small dreams. It was encoded for alchemy. Where others see money as a goal, you sense it as energy, moving, pulsing, responding to your vibration. And that vibration, Scorpio, is rising. You are entering a powerful cycle where your natural intensity becomes your most sacred currency. But here's the hidden truth. Your wealth doesn't come from doing more. It comes from becoming more you. Every time you shed a false identity, every time you rise from a loss with deeper wisdom, every time you choose soul over ego, your field becomes richer. You were born with the ability to dive into the shadows and return with treasure. Your emotional depth is not a weakness. It is a gold mine. Most people fear the depths where you feel at home, but it's in those very depths that spiritual wealth is formed. The scars you carry, they are not signs of lack. They are proof that you've survived every version of scarcity and are now ready to embody divine abundance. The universe responds to truth. And when you show up as your most honest, most powerful, most whole self, wealth flows not because you forced it, but because you match it. This isn't about get-rich schemes or surface-level abundance. This is about soul-rich living, about becoming the kind of person who wealth feels safe to rest in. And you, Scorpio, were designed for this, not because you desire more, but because your spirit remembers what it's like to live in fullness. The wealth frequency isn't outside of you, It's awakening within you. And that is why the next step is not about action, it's about revelation. When wealth is drawing near, Scorpio, it doesn't always announce itself with a trumpet. It begins with whispers, signs, subtle shifts in your energy field that only the awakened soul can feel. And because your intuition is razor sharp, because your spirit was forged in the fires of truth, you notice. You sense the change before it happens. A chill in the air when you think about your future. The same number showing up on clocks, receipts, license plates, 888, 1111, 222. Cosmic confirmations that your frequency is aligning with divine abundance. You may begin to dream of overflowing water, golden light, or ancient keys unlocking, forgotten doors. Visions not of fantasy but of activation. You might notice your thoughts becoming calmer around money, or a soft detachment from the stress that used to grip you. This detachment isn't apathy, it's readiness. When you release desperation, you make room for miracles. You may find that new people with wealthy mindsets are entering your orbit, not to give you anything but to mirror what you're becoming. Or perhaps, delays and detours begin to appear, not as punishment, but as divine redirection. The soul always knows the fastest path to alignment, and it will never let you rush into a blessing you're not yet ready to hold. Even moments of silence, of pause, of stillness, they are signs. The universe is recalibrating your field, preparing you. Every time you feel something is coming, that's not anxiety. That's prophecy. It's the feeling of your higher self catching up to your present moment. Scorpio, these cosmic signs are not coincidences. They are invitations. Invitations to lean in, to trust the unseen, to walk by faith, not by fear. Because when the universe begins to move for you, it doesn't ask for proof, it asks for presence. Scorpio, before the wealth arrives, the shadows must rise. This is the law of your soul, because unlike other signs who manifest from surface-level affirmations, you manifest from depth, from the parts of you that have been buried, broken, or bound. And what blocks your abundance is rarely outside of you. It lives in the silence between your breaths, in the quiet thoughts you never speak aloud. The truth is, many Scorpios carry an ancient wound around control and trust. Somewhere deep inside, a part of you still believes that receiving wealth means losing your power, or worse, depending on someone or something you cannot control. And so you hold back. You say you want prosperity, but your energy whispers, only if I don't have to surrender for it. But Scorpio, surrender isn't weakness. It's magnetism. Another shadow that dims your wealth frequency is the belief that you must struggle to earn everything you receive. This is ancestral. It may not even be yours. Perhaps you grew up watching people work tirelessly only to survive. Perhaps you were taught that comfort is dangerous, or that money is earned through pain. But abundance is not born from punishment. It is born from permission. And then there is loyalty, your sacred sword, but also your silent prison. You stay loyal to versions of yourself that no longer serve you. You hold on to survival identities, the hustler, the warrior, the loner, even when your soul is begging to become the healer, the leader, the magnet. Scorpio, you are not blocked by a lack of opportunity. You are blocked by a devotion to your past self. But that self was created in scarcity. And the version of you that's meant to rise into divine wealth cannot fit in the same shell. The universe will not force you to let go. It will simply wait until you're brave enough to rise. Scorpio, the wealth is already in your orbit. But there is one sacred thing you must do first before it can fully land. And it's not a strategy. It's not a job offer. It's not even a decision. It is a soul-level release. You must let go of the identity of lack. You must surrender the version of you who has lived so long in survival that they forgot how to receive. This version of you, the fighter, the overthinker, the one who always waits for the other shoe to drop, was once necessary. It kept you safe when the world didn't. It protected your energy when trust was broken. But that identity is not aligned with wealth. That self cannot hold abundance, because it's always expecting it to disappear, and the universe will never pour blessings into a vessel that is still grieving its own worth. The moment you say from your soul, I am done being loyal to my struggle, I am safe to receive, the locks begin to break open, the energetic gates swing wide. This is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing, again and again, to believe that you are worthy of more than survival. The universe isn't withholding. It's waiting for your field to open, waiting for you to stop clenching, to stop fearing the beauty that wants to enter your life. The moment you let go of the story that abundance is something you must chase, and instead embrace that it's something you become, everything begins to move. Remember, Scorpio, you are not asking for too much. You are finally asking in alignment. Let the old self rest. Let the new self rise. This is the door, and it opens from the inside. Scorpio, wealth is not something you earn and then keep. It's something you align with every single day. Your energy is your invitation. And the most powerful way to stay in the frequency of abundance is through sacred, intentional ritual. Not the loud kind, not the rushed kind, but quiet, soul-centered practices that open your inner channel and allow the divine to flow through you. Begin each morning not with your to-do list, but with your mirror. Look into your own eyes and softly whisper, I am safe to receive, I am ready to become wealth. This simple mantra, spoken with truth, shifts your vibration before you even step out into the world. Then, bless your water. As a water sign, your body holds memories, and water responds to your energy. With every sip, affirm, this nourishes my field with clarity, flow, and wealth. Let hydration become holy. In the evening, run a warm bath or even a slow shower, and visualize every drop washing away scarcity, old stories, and stagnant fear. Scorpio, your transformation happens in the quiet, and your rituals are the doorway. Light a candle each night and journal one question. What am I ready to allow in? Let your hand write without control. Let your soul answer. And never underestimate the power of gratitude. Not performative gratitude, but raw, real, emotional gratitude. Write down 3 things daily that already make you feel rich. Your breath, your resilience, your intuition. Because what you celebrate multiplies. The more you notice wealth, the more wealth notices you. These rituals are not chores. They are soul declarations. And the more consistently you practice them, the more your inner world becomes a sanctuary where prosperity feels welcome to stay. Scorpio, the stars don't guess, they guide. And right now, the celestial map surrounding your sign is vibrating with portals of manifestation. But in order to walk through them, you must know when to move, when to wait, and when to trust in divine timing. Astrology is not fate, it's rhythm. And when you move in rhythm with the cosmos, manifestation becomes effortless. Watch the moon, always. As a water sign, your energy is intricately connected to lunar cycles. When the new moon arrives, especially in your 2nd house of income or 8th house of transformation, plant your intentions. Speak your desires out loud. Write them with conviction. The new moon is the blank canvas and your words are the brush strokes of your future. During the full moon, allow for release. This is the time to let go of fear, doubt, and outdated beliefs around money. Sit under the moonlight and say, I release the scarcity that is not mine. I welcome the abundance that is. Pay attention to transits of Jupiter, the planet of expansion. When Jupiter activates your financial houses, doors open, sometimes disguised as endings. Don't fear the detour. Pluto, your ruling planet, teaches that destruction is the highest form of divine preparation. Likewise, when Venus graces your chart, especially in your 2nd, 8th, or 10th houses, beauty, magnetism, and unexpected financial blessings become more accessible. Venus teaches you not to chase, but to attract. Trust her. These timelines are not random, they are written for you. When you align your actions with these cosmic patterns, you stop resisting the tide and begin riding the current. The universe isn't just watching you, it's moving with you. And when the heavens align, Scorpio, so does your destiny. Scorpio, when words fail and logic fades, the tarot speaks, not in sentences but in symbols that mirror your soul's truth. And in your journey toward wealth, the cards have whispered a powerful, undeniable message. You were never meant to earn abundance in the way the world defines it. You were born to transmute energy into gold. The Death card, your sacred archetype, doesn't speak of endings, but of sacred rebirth. In your wealth spreads, it signals the moment when you release all that no longer aligns, the beliefs, the fears, the ancestral patterns, to make room for a higher frequency. True wealth begins the moment you bury the version of yourself that thought they had to suffer to succeed. The Empress appears next, radiant and sovereign, reminding you that receiving is holy, that beauty, softness, and magnetism are not weaknesses, but currencies. She calls you to tap into creation, not just of money, but of meaning. When the 10 of Pentacles shows up, it speaks not just of money, but of legacy, of wealth that nourishes generations. It tells you that what you are manifesting now is not just for you, but for the soul line that comes after you. Sometimes the Tower may appear chaotic, fierce, but reversed. It reveals the inner foundation you're rebuilding, stronger and more aligned. This is not collapse. This is divine reconstruction. The tarot never lies, Scorpio. It reflects what your higher self already knows. Pull a card each day and ask, what energy must I align with to allow prosperity? Let the image speak. Let the symbol stir something ancient in you. For the tarot is not predicting your wealth, it is activating the path to it. And you, Scorpio, are finally ready to walk it. Scorpio, true wealth was never about numbers in an account or gold locked behind a door. For you, wealth has always been something far more sacred. A vibration, a spiritual state, a reflection of your soul's alignment. Unlike others who seek money to feel important, you crave abundance because it means freedom. Freedom to heal, to create, to rebuild not only your life, but the lives of those you love. In your deepest truth, you know that wealth is not the goal. It is the result of living in integrity with your purpose. When your spirit is aligned, wealth flows naturally. When your heart is closed, it disappears. That is why the universe cannot send you blessings you do not feel worthy of receiving. And that is why the old version of wealth, born of competition, fear, and scarcity, will never satisfy you. For Scorpio, wealth means emotional sovereignty. It means waking up without anxiety. It means having enough to give without fear of being emptied. It is the luxury of truth, the joy of offering without conditions, the power of choosing what nourishes your soul over what feeds your ego. You are not here to hoard money. You are here to circulate it, to let it flow through you like a sacred river, blessing everything it touches. Your wealth is not a destination. It's an awakening. And when you stop chasing money and start embodying worthiness, you shift from seeker to source. Remember, Scorpio, what you try to possess will possess you, but what you honor, what you align with, will forever multiply around you. Wealth is not about having, it's about becoming. And you are already becoming. Scorpio, what if I told you that your wealth isn't somewhere out there waiting to be found, but already here, waiting to be unlocked? What if every challenge you've overcome, every cycle you've survived, every part of you that refused to break was all leading you to this very moment? A sacred activation, a soul-level remembering. The universe isn't testing you. It's calling you home, to the version of you that no longer questions their worth, to the energy of abundance that doesn't need proof, because it is the proof. You've done the inner work. You've faced the shadows. You've felt the hunger for more. Now you're being asked to receive with the same depth you once endured. Let that truth sink into your bones. Let it awaken something ancient in you. Because your wealth, Scorpio, is not just financial. It's spiritual. It's emotional. It's vibrational. And it begins the moment you say yes, not to the outcome, but to the identity that aligns with it. So if your spirit stirred during this message, don't let that fire go out. This is your time. This is your turning point. Subscribe to the Mystic Astro Zen, your sanctuary for astrology insights, healing rituals, and soulful guidance. We are here daily and weekly to walk with you through the portals of cosmic transformation and divine abundance. If you felt seen today, like this video. If you know someone else who's ready to rise, share it with them. And if you're ready to claim your wealth in all its sacred forms, comment below. I am ready to receive. Because the universe is listening, and your destiny is responding.